Make sure to check out our sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They want to buy your cell phone old, broken, or you're just trying to get rid of it. You can contact them right at the number on the screen, text or call. Also, their social media and website is in the description if that's more convenient. If you share their social media accounts on social media, get a chance to win an iPhone. Go check them out. All right, Patrick Beverley have some words to say, and we talk about that first, but we also going to get into Steven Jackson basically saying that, no, NBA players don't need to play. Also, Gregg Popovich rips into Roger Goodell. But let's start off with Patrick Beverley. He says that, hey, if the Kings say we playing, we playing. It's personal. It's not personal. It's business. And at the end of the day, a lot of players want to play. That want to play is because they money fucked up. It's rubbing down. They're missing paychecks. They need them game checks. And I get it. All right, and he right. LeBron James has said nothing. It's because people talking about LeBron James is his own man. He's not his own man. When LeBron wanted to do load management, the NBA came to him and said, no, we ain't doing that. All of a sudden, when LeBron came out and said, oh, I'm going to play. Nobody that gets older wants to play some of these meaningless games out of the 82 games. Nike and the NBA got into his ears. Probably more NBA in this situation was like, you know what? We need you to play. We losing fans. We losing money. You know, I think the tipping point the other year with him and Giannis, both didn't play in the new Milwaukee Stadium, and they upped the prices, and the fan bought all, you know, they bought all these high tickets, and they didn't see LeBron or Giannis on the court. That was some bullshit. He only come to Milwaukee one time a year because he in the West now. So the NBA told him, hey, man, you got to get out there and play. All of a sudden, the narrative changed. Now people that take load management is frowned upon. But LeBron was doing it. People was trying to, you know, oh, that's cool. Yeah. They got into his ear. LeBron don't control shit. Nike and the NBA tell him what to say. Same thing with Michael Jordan. Why you think Michael Jordan didn't get into politics and stuff of that nature? And that's one thing I tip my hat off to LeBron about. But Patrick Beverley right. When LeBron say something, they doing it. No matter what Kyrie's saying. And they already just sat there and they caved in. They said if you don't want to play, you don't have to play. You won't lose no money. So a lot of players saying it shouldn't even be no conversation. If I ain't got to come and I ain't losing no money, I ain't coming. Straight up and down. I'm not gonna be there. Even if we going for a championship and I don't feel comfortable going. If you feel like Lewis Williams, and I'm gonna get into, you know, what Steven Jackson said, cool. If I ain't gotta come, I ain't coming. If I want to come and win, I'll come. You know, as long as it ain't no consequences or repercussions, there are some players that don't want to come, or they have, excuse me, I don't want to say they don't want to come. They have some concerns because they are up for like contract extensions, you know, max. And Jason Tatum wants some bubble insurance. So if he go out there and get injured, they ain't going to give him a max contract. So he want insurance. So that's another thing that they got to get over as well too. But Patrick Beverley right. When they told LeBron to change his stance, people forget, LeBron didn't want to play. All his little lackeys like Brian Windhorst and Chris Broussard, it was reported by damn near every NBA insider that's rocking with LeBron said he didn't want to play. Then the NBA and Nike told him he had to play because they losing too much money. And these same people that's crying about going back to work, saying that it ain't safe to go back to work, it ain't safe for these dudes to go back to work. You know what I'm saying? It's not safe. You know, especially with COVID, it ain't just disappeared. They just trying to make it seem like it disappeared because all the racial tension so everybody get back to their regular lives. It ain't safe. Same people crying in my comment section about people going back to work and sacrificing lives when Rush Limbaugh said it wasn't cool. It was racist. When he said that we got to, you know, sacrifice lives for the betterment of the economy. This is what they doing. They sacrificing lives for the betterment of their economy. So, you know, he probably right. That's why they got into LeBron's ear and told LeBron, like, hey, bro, you know, get these niggas in line. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Behind every strong athlete, entertainer is an even stronger white person. Bars. You know what I'm saying? So y'all better wake up, bro. Y'all better wake up, man. But let's talk about what Steven Jackson had to say. Steven Jackson had to, it was on TMZ. He said that the players should not play. He said, all y'all gonna do is cause a distraction, taking away what's going on in the world. And it's right. Austin Rivers, you talked about it yesterday. What Austin Rivers say? He said NBA can provide a distraction. He said a distraction. He said the NBA can provide a distraction. Now, a lot of the brothers half-ass read that IG post. Oh, I agree with Austin Rivers and this, that, and the third. He literally said that the NBA can provide a distraction to what's going on outside on these streets. You see how we wake up? Well, every time we kind of wake up, they pop our leader or they pop their source, and they're going to try to use the NBA to keep motherfuckers at home. You're going to see NBA ads run on CNN. You're going to see NBA shit ran on networks you ain't never seen it run before. It's to distract you what's going on. It ain't changed. NBA, it ain't changed. You know, somebody just got killed in Atlanta. You know, he ran away, and he did what the officer said do, and they shot him in his back. Well, you're not supposed to shoot a civilian in his back, and they just burned down the Wendy's. Multiple men have been hung from trees. I think down south. One was in Florida. One activist in Tallahassee, they saying Queen, she just came up missing, and now she dead. So you telling me the war that's going on outside, it ain't done. You know, it ain't done. We finally done woke up, and a lot of people actually are seeing racism, blatant racism. And now they trying to use the NBA to distract them. Major League Baseball can't distract them. Black people don't watch baseball like that no more. Maybe the old timers. You know what I'm saying? NFL too far away to get that distraction going. Steven Jackson is exactly right. They're trying to use the NBA as a distraction. They know the majority of their viewers come from black people, you know, and white people. So they trying to distract y'all, and all you're going to see is you see the coronavirus going down the drain. You don't hear much about that like you did before, about 10 weeks ago. You're going to hear all about this racial shit go down the drain. And a video about Beyonce coming. Breonna Taylor, the people in Louisville, they still ain't been charged. In Indianapolis, I ain't heard about a cop being charged for killing Drayshawn Reed. And I believe they said he served his country. And this is what they think about you? Like Furious Styles told Trey and Boys in the Hood. Hey Trey, military ain't no place for a black man. We said the army is no place for a black man. And Steven Jackson is right. They trying to use y'all as a distraction. And Patrick Beverley cool with it. Oh, it's business, not personal. It should be personal. You know what I'm saying? Just because you sitting in Beverly Hills in a nice mansion, nigga, don't mean one of your family members can't be next. You feel what's going on in Chicago? Do you even care what's going on? But that's what the problem is. These athletes, these entertainers sit up here and they don't care what's going on in the hood until they go broken when they back in the hood. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about their people. LeBron supposed to be the voice of the people. Where he at now? He should be going against this shit. Real talk. If he the leader, he should be going against this. But he can't because he's a puppet. He's Nike puppet and he the NBA puppet. And if he go against the grain, every bad thing gonna leak out about LeBron James. Just straight up and down. You know, he can't move how he want to move. Trust me. Every chick that he cheated with, everything that he done bad in his career, they're going to leak all that shit out to the media. They're going to destroy him. They got all the dirt on him. They've been covering for LeBron for a long time. They covered for Jordan for a long time. But Steven Jackson is right. It ain't now the time to shoot some hoops. Now's the time to get this shit together. You know, we on the verge of really making some great changes. Ain't the time to shoot a jump shot or score a touchdown or get a hole in one or hit a grand slam. Now's the time, while we got the momentum, while we got the spotlight, is to change some things, bro. And he right. You know, a lot of people don't see it that way. A lot of people don't care about politics. They don't care about what's going on. They don't care about the laws that's changing under their nose until it biting right in their ass. The very people you paying your taxes to protect you, they out here killing you. And don't think it can't happen to you. It's some naive black grown men, 25, 30 years old, you know, right in that range, 18, 16, 15. They just think it can't happen to them. It can easily happen to you. You know what I'm saying? But they don't care. All they so concerned about is sports. They're not concerned about what's going on in the world until it bite them into their ass until they looking at the roof of the church. And it's very, very important that you know what's going on outside, man. But a lot of people, a lot of kids don't care. When I was younger, I didn't really care about current news and politics, but I read. I made sure I knew just enough. But this right here, you know, people talking about, oh, Boston said we can use this to help Black Lives Matter. Fuck Black Lives Matter. I'll say that again. Fuck that slogan and that scheme and that pie. That's a scheme. That's ran by a white man. I want the money to get plugged into the streets, to the schools, to the homeless shelters, to the Habitat for Humanity. I want the money to get plugged into a brother like Warwick Dunn and what he doing. That's where I want the money to go. I want the money to go to these kids to have good gyms, air conditioning, school books, computers, new uniforms, new baseball diamonds, new basketball courts, tutoring programs after school. Let's make a real change in the hood. Let's buy some properties up and give it to some families. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Have programs where you teach families about property management, you teach families about property taxes and all of that, so they can go on and they can get a house to their kid, or they can buy another house and we can own something. You know what I'm saying? Let's plug that into the streets. Let's start a program where, outstanding teens that finish this program, we have a car waiting on them with an insurance policy waiting on them. Let's take that money and do that. None of that money is gonna ever see somebody that we know in the hood. It may see a few women's groups, but they'll never plug that money into the black man. The black man is the most dangerous man on the planet, and they know it. And they trying to oppress us. That's why our black women are against us. But it's another conversation for another day. But Gregg Popovich ripped Roger Goodell for conceding to Donald Trump a long time ago. But what he got to understand is this, Gregg Popovich. I agree with everything you're saying, but Roger Goodell is employed by those 32 NFL owners, and most of those owners have a relationship with Donald Trump. Now, I don't understand why they didn't get Donald Trump the Buffalo Bills. If he did, we wouldn't be dealing with him as a president. But he plugged in with Robert Kraft, support him. He plugged in with Tom Brady. He plugged in with the Miami Dolphins owner, Stephen Ross. He plugged in with Jerry Jones. And those three are three of the most powerful owners in the National Football League. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget those owners sat down Kaepernick, Malcolm Jenkins, and they got Malcolm Jenkins' old fake cornball ass to go against the grain and told, Kaepernick to take the money and to stop kneeling, to select few owners in there. I think the Eagles owner was in there as well, too. Jeffrey Lurie, he trying to act like play peacemaker and be fake. So the majority of these owners grew up in the segregation era, even before desegregation, and they stone cold racist. But they do work for Roger Goodell, work for them. So he couldn't do nothing but to concede to Donald Trump, because if he didn't, he probably gonna be looking for a new job. And his job bring in $50 million a year, $38 million a year. When Donald Trump got into office, Gregg Popovich, the NFL went from a non-profit to a profit. Let that marinate on your head like neck bone juice. So at the end of the day, it's nothing that Roger Goodell can do. Now the owners see that it's getting real outside, and they know they can lose their core fan base if they don't really buck up. And I don't care about Baker Mayfield kneeling. I don't care about Adrian Peterson kneeling. I don't care about the protests no more kneeling to the flag. Y'all should have did that 2 or 3 years ago. But Popovich right. Goodell should have stood on something, stood on some morals. We just know he is spineless punk. You know what I'm saying? He's scared to lose his $38, $50 million hour job. And I ain't knocking him. That's a great fucking job to have. But he's conceded to Trump because the owners told him to concede to Trump. Nothing more, nothing less. Y'all know what it is, man. So with Popovich, Richard ripping Goodell, he had no choice. Either lose his job or some dirt come up on him. So it is what it is. It's like anybody else in the position they in. How many people are willing to die or willing to fall on what they believe in today's day and age? Not too many. Who many people ready to concede what Kaepernick conceded was his career? Not too many. So, hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Check out our NBA Talk playlist for more videos like this. Might end up doing NBA Live, depending on what come up this week. But if you missed any of our live stream, check out our NBA 101 playlist. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You reach out if you got business question, inquiry, response, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Check out our Facebook group. That link there as well, too. Twitter's the fastest way, then Instagram, then Facebook. But all those links there if you ever have a question, business, inquiry, response. I got a retro hoop series coming up. I ain't forgot about the guy who subscribed, who had a request for Dr. J. So you can check out the retro hoop series playlist too. We talk about old school basketball and kind of, bring some awareness to, you got to know your past to know your future, man. So I appreciate the love, support. Keep sharing the videos. If you want to donate, share the video for your boy one time. For the one time, we go.